Food comes from. We're going to tell you right now when it comes to Niman Ranch.
Which means you can shop with confidence. Now,
That's
we
right.
do have a massive gift basket up for grabs, courtesy of Progressive Distributors Limited. It's got Niman Ranch products as well as some Organic Valley products. It's loaded with all the best stuff. And some products they said that maybe you haven't tried from them before.
Right.
So some new ones as well. So definitely want to win this. And all you have to do is listen to the interview and answer our question. Should we prep them with the question ahead of
give
time?
them a little hint as to what it's going to be, because this basket, by the way, is worth hundreds of dollars. This is like high-quality stuff in there.
And these times, we all could use some high-quality free food.
That's right.
We're going to be talking to Farmer Ron.
Farmer Ron from Iowa.
Yes,
he's actually on the phone right now. He's standing by.
Yes, he's holding.
Yes.
But we're going to ask him what his favorite Niman Ranch product is, because I want to know too.
Right.
Because I buy Niman Ranch products all the time. I want to know which is his favorite. But that's going to be the question.
Right.
Is what is his favorite product? If you know it, while you're listening to the interview, send us a WhatsApp, 3262999.
I just want to say a big thanks to Progressive Distributors as well for setting all this up, because the people, these farmers know every detail of their business. So wait till you hear what we're going to ask him.
Yeah, we won't keep them waiting on the line any longer.
So Farmer Ron, what is your favorite Niman Ranch product that you eat at home?
If I had to say my absolute favorite showstopper, would have to be the Applewood smoked uncured ham. We had one of those a couple weeks ago for Easter dinner, and man, was it good. But you know what? It didn't just quit at dinner. I had leftovers all week. I enjoyed ham sandwiches, and I actually enjoyed ham and egg omelets, too. It was good. So those are probably my three big ones.
Oh, you're making me hungry now.
Yeah, big time.
All this food sounds so amazing.
It's easy to do, you bet, yeah.
Now, as you probably are aware, there's a global public health threat of antibiotic resistance. So how do companies like Niman Ranch help to contribute by reducing this threat?
Well, let me start right out, and this one is near and dear to my heart. I had a friend that we just about lost because of antibiotic resistance. But to say that there's a public health threat because of antibiotic resistance, I think, is a ginormous understatement. One person, think about this, one person in the U.S. dies every 15 minutes because of an antibiotic-resistant bug. That's 36. That's 36,000 of us that won't be here next year because of that. The less you use something, the smaller a chance of some sort of a strain of a bug growing up that develops a resistance to it. See, in the Niman Ranch system, if we give those animals a preventative vaccination, and if we give them plenty of room, we give them lots of good feed and lots of clean, fresh water, we don't have as much of a need, or there's not much stress on the animal, so we don't need to use those antibiotics.
And we were just talking about with one of the other farmers that we talked to a day or two ago about how the way you treat the animals is so important, because reducing the stress, not only in animals, but humans, all of us, stress contributes to illness, obviously.
Well, let's use an analogy here. This goes a little bit towards what you're saying. You have your children home all summer, and then, boom, you send them to school in the fall. They are crammed into a crowded room with a bunch of other little kids that they haven't been around all summer. What's the first thing to do? They get sick.
Right?
But if you keep them, I don't want to say keep them home, keep them safe, but if you reduce the crowding, if you reduce the contact interaction with each other and take the stresses off of them, your animals and your kids, for that matter, are going to stay healthy longer.
It makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
What attracted you to pursue the opportunity to partner with Niman Ranch as one of these small family farmers?
Well, my initial pursuit of Niman Ranch was quite honestly in desperation. I've been a farmer with Niman Ranch now for over 19 years, and think back, the late 90s, they were brutal. Oh, they were awful. The pork world was changing. It was cramming more and more pigs into smaller and smaller pens. And you know what? This goes against my philosophy, because my philosophy has always been that a pig should be a pig. They should be able to root, they should be able to forage, and they should be able to interact with each other. And under this new system that was developing, I felt that the pig's welfare was becoming compromised. Plus, another downside to that, and one that really stung me, was this translated into smaller profit margins. And consequently, that gave me less opportunity to make the profits that I needed. And it was really hard on the smaller independent family farmers. But what I found out when I pursued Niman Ranch was, here's an outfit that cares about the welfare of those animals. Here's an outfit that cares about the environment that they're raised in. And more importantly, here's an outfit, Niman Ranch, that cares about me, an independent family farmer. I made that decision, and quite honestly, I've never looked back.
I love hearing this. The more I hear about this company, that's all I want to buy.
Yeah, good.
What crops specifically do you grow there, and what sustainable practices do you use when you're farming those crops?
Okay. My wife Denise and I, we've joked for years that we grow three things. We grow pigs, we grow kids, and we grow crops. In any typical year, we'll grow corn, and we'll grow soybeans, and we'll grow alfalfa. And these are all three things that can be fed to the pigs. But there's basically three main platforms that we follow in terms of practices. Number one is crop rotation. If we plant something different on an individual field every year, we do a better job of managing the resources we've got. Because if you plant it continuously to the same crop, it's going to pull more and more and more of the exact same nutrient out of the ground, and it's going to be harder on the land. Another thing that we practice is a practice of no-till. What's no-till? Well, basically that means that we do not stir the ground up. We don't disturb the soil at all. The only time we do is when we plant the seed right into the ground. If that ground isn't disturbed, it's not nearly as fragile, and it's less susceptible to wind erosion or water erosion. And then probably another one that we do here is buffer strips. Now, you're going to think buffer strips. What in the world is a buffer strip? Think of a grass strip. It can be 20, 30, 40 feet wide, that is planted right along either the edge of a pond or the edge of a stream that keeps the field from the pond. So in the event that there would be some sort of erosion, whether it be wind erosion or water erosion from the field, that buffer strip keeps that water or keeps that soil from going into that lake or that stream. And that's just another way another tool that we use to help mitigate or minimize the damages that can happen on the soil.
So smart.
Yeah, this is incredible.
I know. In this very short interview, I feel like we've really kind of gotten to know you, and your personality really shines through. And so I feel like this last question, we might even have a pretty good guess of your answer here. But what do you think is the most important reason why you farm sustainably?
Okay. Well, farming sustainably. Wow. Farming sustainability. Yep. Okay, let's think back. Everybody's heard Vince Lombardi's famous saying that winning isn't everything, it's the only thing. Well, I'm going to take that one step further, and I'm going to saying that farm sustainability isn't everything. It's the only thing.
Right.
And you know what? I mean, think about it. The last time I checked, and you too, I'm sure, nobody's making any new land, are they?
Nope.
No. We have a finite resource to care for and preserve. You know, the small independent family farmers, well, like the ones at Niman Ranch, we're committed to protecting that land for the people who come after us. And think about it. Many of us have farmed the same land for several generations. I'm tickled to death to say that I'm number 5 on this farm that we're on. The beauty of the farmers like this, the small independent family farmers, they understand just how doggone important it is to protect and preserve these farms. Because you know what? They've got the future in mind, and they've got the next generations in their family in mind. So farming sustainability, it's everything. The whole concept in agriculture has been bigger is better. You know, you got to get bigger. You got to do more. You got to do more. You got to get more. Well, guess what? Since March of last year, we have discovered that bigger isn't necessarily better. What we've learned is that bigger is definitely more fragile.
Right.
It can fall apart. It can cave in. It can implode on itself very, very fast. You take the smaller companies like Niman Ranch, for instance, with the smaller base, with the rock-solid core values, and with their appreciation and understanding of how the animals are cared for, how to care for the farmers, we come sailing through that without a hitch, without a glitch. And that's a testimony to both Niman Ranch, but that's also a testimony to Niman Ranch's farmers and to Niman Ranch's customers.
Ron, I feel like the farming community is in good hands with farmers like you working with Niman Ranch to make this world and the food that we eat a much better place. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today and to educate our listeners about the products and the quality that you put in. And actually, I think the secret ingredient is the love that you put in to what you do. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. You guys have a great day.
Wow. Farmer Ron.
I want to be friends with him.
Me too.
Like Facebook friends.
Yeah.
He actually invited us to his farm.
Yeah, he did.
Remember?
He did. True story.
Yeah.
We're pretty proud about that.
Yeah. You know, we just said, hey, we'd love to come check out your farm sometime. He said, come.
We don't know what the guy looks like because we haven't seen a picture. We were just sent his information. We called him
Right.
up, okay, from
Yeah.
Progressive Distributors. But I'm picturing what he looks like. He's probably a tall guy. I picture a tall guy, skinny, with overalls on, straw hat, and a piece of straw hanging out of his mouth.
His voice, too. If he ever wants to do any commercials
Yeah.
for us,
Or
he
just-
should start doing the Niman Ranch commercials.
He should host a podcast for Nyman Ranch is what he should do. We did ask a question. What did he say at the beginning of the interview that was his favorite?
Niman Ranch product.
Correct. And we got a lot of responses ready, and I got to go with the first one
And
here.
I was wrong. I thought he was going to say the bacon.
This was... Yeah, we have
We
a
got
winner.
the honey
We got
ham,
a winner.
right?
We got a winner. It's Melissa Alexander. Congratulations
All
to Melissa.
right.
She guessed the correct answer, which was the ham. The
Yes.
honey-cured ham.
And he said it makes great leftovers as well for sandwiches and stuff. Now I want to try it.